Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Got my notes in keeping up with what's safe and what's not in your freezer and refrigerator is so important for your family's health. We've got a few major current recalls to talk about, including a massive corn dog and sausage recall, a recent tuna poke issue at Costco, and a really concerning update on frozen shrimp contamination. I'll be referring to my notes. First up is a recent recall that hit one of the biggest warehouse stores out there, Costco. The announcement was made by the FDA following a voluntary recall by the producer Western United Fish Company, operating as Anessa Foods Group. The specific product, Kirkland Signature IE Tuna Wasabi Poke. It has the potential to be contaminated with Listeria, which is a bacteria that can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections, especially in vulnerable groups like pregnant women, newborns, older adults. The contamination was traced back to the green onions used in the poke. Now, this recall involves 3,300 pounds of the product. You want to look for Kirkland's Signature IE Tuna Wasabi Poke that's in a clear plastic clamshell container. The item number is 17193. And the key date is September 22nd, 2025. The product was prepared on September 18th, 2025. Now, this was a widespread recall affecting Costco stores in 33 states nationwide. Now, if you live in Alabama, Alaska, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, or Pennsylvania, these are among others. Please be sure to check your refrigerator. Now, do not consume the product. You should dispose of it immediately or return it to your local Costco warehouse for a full refund. Now, as of the announcement, there have been no illnesses reported, but if you have consumed it and you feel symptoms, maybe like fever, muscle aches, or stiff neck, please contact your healthcare provider right away and seek proper attention. Okay, so next, let's talk about frozen shrimp. Now, this has been in the news for a few months now with some truly unusual contamination concerns, all right? Now, taking a quick look back, earlier this summer, the FDA issued advisory and recalls on imported frozen shrimp due to completely unexpected and highly concerning issues, possibility of radioactive contamination with cesium-137. Now, the concern is the elevated risk of cancer from long-term, repeated, low-dose exposure. The source was traveled back and traced to Indonesia firm, and the contamination is suspected to have come from the shipping containers themselves. Now, the concern has just been updated and expanded. The latest recall was announced by the FDA in late September 2025, and it involves Southwind Foods, LLC. Southwind Food is voluntarily recalling limited quantities of their frozen shrimp due to the very same issue, the possibility of cesium-137 contamination. This expands the number and branches and states affected. Now, the recall involves frozen shrimp products sold under multiple brands like Sandbar, Arctic Shores, Best Yet, Great American, and First Street. All right. The recall product was distributed between June 24th and September 16th of 2025. So check your freezer if you bought frozen shrimp during this window. All right. This is massive multi-state recall distributed to retailers, wholesalers, and distributors across at least 20 states, including but not limited to Alabama, Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and many more across the entire country. As always, do not consume this product. But since frozen shrimp has a long shelf life, it's highly possible you may have it in your freezer. So you need to dispose of the product immediately or return it to the place of purchase for a full refund. Okay? Now, we have a huge recall from Hillshire, the Hillshire Brands Company, affecting dozens of products under Jimmy Dean and State Fair names. All right, the announcement was made by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Services, or FSIS, in late September. This is a foreign matter contamination issue. All right. The products may be contaminated with foreign material, specifically pieces of wood embedded in the batter. Hillshire initiated the recall after receiving multiple consumer complaints, 5 of which involved injuries. Now, these were injuries from the wood pieces. The company's investigation determined that the wooden sticks entered the production process before the product was battered. All right. This is an enormous recall. Approximately 58 million pounds of corn dogs and sausage on a stick products. It includes various forms. All right. Now, State Fair corn dogs on a stick, the classic, turkey, and beef. Jimmy Dean pancakes and sausage on a stick. Original cinnamon French toast and blueberry. This recalled items were packaged between March 17, 2025 and September 26, 2025. Look for the establishment numbers EST-582 or P-894 printed on the package. The recall is nationwide. The products were sold online, shipped to retailers and food service locations nationwide, and also distributed to school districts and Department of Defense facilities across the entire country. All right. Because of the injury risk, do not eat these products. Check your freezer for any State Fair or Jimmy Dean corn dogs or sausage on a stick products with those establishment numbers. You should throw them away immediately or return them to the place of purchase. If you or someone you know believes they were injured, please contact a healthcare provider immediately. Okay. And that pretty much wraps it up. Please share this video out. Hillshire is huge and a lot of people may have it. All right. These are current recalls that are happening right now. I mean, it's crazy world out here. Food safety is at the forefront of everything. Okay. So always check these labels, and when in doubt, throw it out. All right. If you found this information helpful, please hit that like button, share it out so that everyone can be made aware, and subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you will get the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm Pam. You're watching Pam's Pop-Ups. Thanks for watching.